It seemed as if the whole world had suddenly exploded.
Jean Wilson was just 9 years old in the 1940s, but remembers her fear 70 years later.
GIs came around our house, and before long there were some gunshots that came from the jail, which was across the street from my house.
Jean Wilson lived across the street from the jailhouse in Athens with her mother and 3 siblings as bullets started coming through her kitchen window.
Because of the shots that were being fired, my family was very scared.
Civilians stepped in, protecting the family, while recently returned World War II veterans used their kitchen window to fire at the jailhouse below.
Well, I do know that they were shooting across the street over into the jail.
The Battle of Athens was a result of decades of election fraud, police brutality, and voter intimidation from former Sheriff Paul Cantrell. The veterans formed a ticket against the Cantrell machine.
And the Cantrell machine knew they were probably going to get beat unless they brought in some extra muscle. There were people trying to vote who were beat up. One man got a concussion. Another man was shot in the back for trying to vote. Another guy had to jump out of a window to keep from getting shot.
4 o'clock that day, voting precincts closed and ballot boxes were held within the jailhouse where the deputies and sheriff counted the votes.
They said, "Give the ballot boxes back," and then the guys in the jail said no, and then someone fired first, and that's when the battle actually began.
The firefight between the GIs and the deputies had an explosive ending after GIs set off dynamite. The deputies then surrendered the ballot box. The votes were counted, and the GI ticket had won by a landslide.
It lasted for about 6 hours when the deputies surrendered the jail.
The lessons learned from the Battle of Athens are still in effect today. Following the battle, policies in the state of Tennessee went into place to prevent future cases of voter fraud.
I'm grateful that good came out of it.
In Athens, Tennessee, Bella Fricks, Vol News.